All right, thanks a lot, Russ. It is Dave Lawrence covering Ozzfest 2000 for 100.7 WZLX, Boston's classic rock. And we are with, I don't know if you could safely call her the head of the household or not, but she certainly carries that torch well around, and that's Sharon Osbourne, Ozzy's wife and manager. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Dave.
I'm glad you could take the time and join us real quick on ZLX.
It's good to be here.
You guys, I don't know, a lot of people listening may not realize, but all of the things that happen around Ozzy Osbourne are things that Sharon takes care of on the business end of. She's basically Ozzy's complete management team, and it all stems from her. And I know that you're always busy running around, taking care of him, making sure the records and the videos and everything's done. When you guys aren't working, what do you do for fun? What do you and Ozzy do to just kick back and have a good time?
Stay home. To us, a holiday is staying home because we've just spent our entire lives together traveling. And after a while, obviously, the fun goes out of it. So we just like to stay home and do nothing. Turn the phones off. Just chill.
And veg out and isolate.
Yeah.
No, I can relate to that, especially like you said, you guys have seen it all, so traveling's not something that you want to do in your spare time because you're doing it for work.
No, and it's like we're not great party people, because we do it on the road all the time. We're never in bed before 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's like, for us, it's just perfect to do nothing.
It's an amazing lifestyle. I myself have been following your progress for many years, logging 19 shows, so I'm something of a vet myself, so I know that you guys do, and I've seen them all up and down the East Coast, so I know you're always going places. Now, backstage here, as we've been hanging out, I've seen a ton of dogs and children. Now, I recognize some of your children from both interviews I've seen and the recent Rolling Stone article. Do you have the dogs on tour? I know you guys have a whole mess of dogs.
We have the kids. We have the kids' friends from school. We just have, just a whole big crew here.
How many kids are on the road with you? Because I know you've got the count somewhere in your head.
We have my kids, Amy, Kelly, and Jack, and then they each have a friend or two with them. So, our little touring party just gets bigger by the week.
And how many dogs are on the road?
5.
See, this is the Osbourne family. You're hearing a whole different side of them here on ZLX today. It's a family that loves their kids and loves their dogs. See, these are the things that I think people don't get enough of exposure to about the Osbournes.
I don't know, because it's like we've never, ever hidden the fact of the way that, we run our... We've never been particularly private about it. We've always had our kids with us. And,
it's not on your end. It's the press wants to interpret something else, I think, entirely. So that's why I knew this stuff. I just wanted to share it with people because, I knew it was something people would relate to on their own. At the house, you and Ozzy are kicking back. You're not reviewing bands for the Ozzfest that you're doing next year. You're just listening to any music that he or you would throw on. Can you just name an artist or two that Ozzy would, besides the Beatles, the obvious ones that he has a preference?
Beatles, it would be, who do we listen to? This is a hard one. I listen to opera and classical, and Ozzy listens to classic rock.
He's a classic rocker.
Classic rock, yeah.
And a couple of the bands. What would they be? Led Zeppelin. Santana.
Bad Company. Yeah.
I was watching the Grammys just a couple months ago, and I saw Ozzy on the way in, and they were talking to him about some stuff. And one of the things that came out of his mouth was how amazing he felt about Santana's new record and the big Santana tour.
Yeah,
and
he loves it. He loves the record, and it's just. He gets a lot of satisfaction of seeing, because he's done a lot of work with Santana in the past, many, many years ago, and it's so great to see him doing so well. And
what did Ozzy do with Santana?
Sabbath did loads of shows with them.
See, we're learning some great stuff. It's a rock and roll history lesson with Sharon Osbourne today. That's awesome. Well, we're presenting Santana in a few days down here, and so if we run into him backstage, we'll say hello from you guys.
Tell him that Ozzy just loves him.
I will. I'll definitely pass on, and I'll let you go. I'll just one quick question. As you may be able to tell from my acid green Black Sabbath shirt, you may know where my heart lies. Can you tell me anything about what may happen in the future regarding more Black Sabbath work with the original guys?
Do you know what it is right now? Ozzy's finishing off his new studio record. It's like half done. He's got 6 tracks in the can. And he'll finish that off. He'll do another tour with himself. And you never know with Sabbath. It's like you never say never. So, who knows?
I'll be rooting for one more reunion. Well, Sharon, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me this afternoon.
Thank you, David.
And we'll be hanging out here this evening, and if we get a chance to bump into Ozzy, that would be great, too. And I really do appreciate it. It's 100.7 WZLX. It's Boston's classic rock.